ball hit the dirt today.
Riley on the draw control, and there's Maddie Hunter, 113 through the regular season. She had 6 in the semifinal win over Mercer Island, 10-8 on Tuesday night. And she's heading to Arizona State University, which will join Division I women's lacrosse, I believe, next year.
That's true. Setting up for the Pac-12 to have a nice conference.
Now, we talked about Eastside Catholic and all their threats of high scoring, but Lake Sammamish also has multiple players that can hurt you. Clinch now has it, number 70, the senior behind the cage. Their quarterfinal, 7 girls scored, and the semi, 6 girls. So they can light it up when they want to.
Yeah, they do a great job distributing the ball between their players, taking advantage of multiple players scoring several times this season in multiple games. So that's going to be a tough match for Eastside Catholic. You can't zone in on one player.
Interesting strategy there by Lake Sam. Sela Chin having the ball right now, the junior midi. And they pull back a lot of the offensive players.
Yeah, nice strategy coming from the top there.
McMaster on her, the talented, it should cross turnover, gets it out of the stick, but Hunter gets it back. Unbelievable.
Nice job following through. She dropped the ball, she got it back.
Sela now with it for Lake Sammamish. For the last 5 years, they have gotten to the big dance. They have yet bring home the trophy.
Always a bridesmaid, not yet a bride.
Shin drives in, saved by Court Houston. But Hunter right there. Or that was Wyrick, check that, who got that rebound off there. But Hunter has it. Now she gets it over on the far side.
Yeah, something I love watching on both of these teams is how much of the field they use. We're 5 meters from there, 5 yards, excuse me. There it is. Take it in.
Stall.
Nice defense.
She creates the shooting space violation, the junior Corbin Stall.
Nice defense coming in. There's nothing you can do on that but try to stop the ball, and she did. Great job seeing that seam and opening it up.
Put it through 3 times in the semifinal win. 1 assist. Here comes Corbin Stall. This time she'll think better of it.
Yeah, we'll see this.
And Megan Lynch, she again knows what to do with it, but they lose it, and it's in Court Houston's cross.
Yeah, going right away for a high pressure on that goalie.
Clinch out, trying to bother Court Houston. Houston trying to find some room, a big swipe across by Lynch. Now they get some space here for Court Houston, the senior heading to Regis University. The Mighty Rangers, Emily, in Denver, Colorado. Going to join some other Washingtonians. Haley Nyquist there, now sophomore. Also Wendy Donier. Actually, she was the Offensive Player of the Year in that D2 league. Here's assist and a dig.
Team out of this. Lake Sam passing right by it.
Wyrick with it now, gets it towards the middle, waiting for help. Gets it back. Take plenty of time to get it across the restraining line. Comes across on the far side. Lake Sam down by 2 goals here. 9:31 left in the first half. These two played in March 11th, and Eastside Catholic got the better of them 19-9. Strickland with the ball now. Erin Gaby taking her team. Her first year, she started coaching with Lake Sam. After Tony D'Alessio, here's Hunter. Shoots and gets it! Back of the net, Maddie Hunter, excuse me.
Here we go, rocking the bucket there, bringing the game a little bit closer. I like what I'm seeing here. I love the back and forth that each team is bringing.
And we have a timeout by Eastside Catholic, and you'll see that play one more time.
Look at her, take her to the right, beat her, and just take it right on in. No hesitation on what she wanted to do there.
3-2 is our score. And let's go to Lindsay Gillis here. Lindsay, Madeline Hunter, boy, she is seizing the moment. This is a stage she's been on before. What are they doing?
She just had a great take there. I think, she had a nice little stutter step, got past Maddie McMaster there in the EC defense, and had a nice clear lane right to goal. Smart decision to shoot high. Court's back there with a left-handed goalie. Tough to find the space in the top left corner, but she found it.
And Eastside Catholic, again, the most points ever scored this year, they're 14-0, was Snohomish. They won 16-14, but there was nobody else who really scored a lot of points on Eastside Catholic. So their defense, if you kind of wear them down and be patient, maybe there's some places they can go.
Yeah, I mean, Lake Sam's doing a nice job of pulling their defense out, so they're able to find those spaces and those lanes to drive. Maddie Hunter, she likes to drive the ball. She's got a quick first step, and that is really, really helpful to get herself in a position to shoot the ball.
Outstanding. So Brittany Poist and Colette Foreman and the coaching staff meeting there with Eastside Catholic. And Emily Durbin,
yes,
again,
Scott.
you're now assistant coach there at the University of Washington, their club team. You've coached high school, you played in college, all kinds of stuff. You got the resume as well. You got the skills. What did you think Brittany Poist is telling her Eastside Catholic girls?
Yeah, I think she's using the timeout, number one, just to do a mental stop to Lake Sam. You want to just get in their heads and slow them down. They've kind of picked up a little bit of a role here that you just want to stop and crush early. I think she's also just reminding her defense, hey, they're spreading us out. You need to stay home. You need to stay body defense and trying to stop them early before they really get into that 8 to make those shots.
We'll see what happens here. Back at the draw, and we see down out of frame right now the other goalie, the sophomore Sarah Williams, warming up for Eastside Catholic. And here comes Lake Sam Corbin with another huge draw control for Lake Sammamish. Strickland with it in the center on Colin Riley.
Yeah, really working the weave at the top here.
Much taller Olivia Jacobson on Sela Chin. Back out now to Strickland. They're trying at the top, trying to attack from the top. And there's the junior, Corbin Stahl. 29 goals in the season, regular season. A lot of movement off ball here, Emily, and now Corbin Stahl draws a shooting space as Lauren Banks will step behind.
Yeah, I like what Lake Sam was doing there. They have the ball on offset on one of the sides, so you can set up an ISO play if that player wants to take it in, or they have their other players just off to the elbow there, setting little screens for themselves, seeing if they can find somebody to get open so they can receive that feed.
Jeanette Wake tries a bouncer, and it's stopped by Court Houston. Ooh, Court got lucky, stepped out, can't step back in with the ball. She gets rid of it, and here come Eastside Catholic. Riley spins.
Yeah.
Out of traffic.
Rolling by there like a hot dog at 7-Eleven. Woo!
I need that move on I-5 in traffic here in Seattle. Restart there.
You see with the numbers up situation.
McElvaney again, wide open, nobody looking. And Mackenzie McElvaney, the senior, usually a defender, with her second goal in the championship.
Wow, great feed on in. Goalie didn't even see it get fed to the left side of the goal, just deposit it right in the bank.
What do you see, Lindsay Gillis, if we can get her mic on? Mackenzie McElvaney is a defender. Now, her brother, older brother, has a lot of fame here in the local area, but I'm just checking her numbers. She's only scored 2 goals during the regular season.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in the attack that much, but in the last couple of possessions, she's done a nice job of seeing that space, and she's finding herself wide open. She's given her teammates a nice pass option, and she's finding the net. Nothing better than that.
Oh, my. 4-2, Eastside Catholic on top. Jeanette Wake, you see running, maybe you don't see running across. We got Edith Harris, Jeanette Wake, Jeff Gross, our officiating crew, here at the 2016 state championship. 7:06 left to go in the first half. They try again, but Riley gets the draw. They put Strickland on the draw. I think that's an interesting adjustment as well when you've got the leading draw controller on your team, the leading center. Here's Banks, though. Drives. Nice stop by Braglione. McMaster picks it up in the back, right back to Banks behind the cage.
Yeah, nice job again. Lake Sam putting a body on to kind of slow it down a little bit. Nice job of the goalie stepping back up there after that big last shot.
It's a back out top Sereno. Sophia, another junior on this Eastside Catholic team. Undefeated this year, 14-0. Had a big win over Issaquah last year, the two-time state champions, 12-9 in an outstanding lacrosse match. And here comes Eastside, and there's a call by Jeff Gross.
Yeah, push on the body.
That's against Dee Dee Lennon-Jones, a senior defender. Nothing there for the freshman. And we'll see what the call is.
I believe it was cradling, no, sticking the spear by the defense, sticking the spear.
Steffens with his chance. It's high or wide. Sereno there to pick it up. .5:23 left in the first half. Low scoring game, Emily Durbin. I'm not sure I expected this.
I definitely didn't expect this, Scott. I thought it would be much higher scoring, but we might see that change here. No, it takes it
Sereno
back out.
couldn't find an angle. Now looking for a player.
It's been a nice defensive game, but also a patient offense. Neither team is willing to give up the rock too early without making something of it.
Riley goes high over Braglione, and it hits the back of the net. And Jeanette Wake officially calls it a goal, and now 5-2 Eastside Catholic.
5-2, great shot. Nice ball movement. Again, nice and patient, and then just finding that open player who took it right away and put it in for a quick stick goal.
Second goal for Carlin Riley, the junior midi. 55 goals during the season, 17 assists, 37 draw controls. Boy, Carlin Riley, she is a playmaker.
Yeah, she's a stud. She is number 3rd in goals in the state this year, which is absolutely phenomenal.
I tell you, Banks, Riley, Jacobson, McMaster, the sophomore, and Sereno, 202 goals through 14 games as McMaster, speak of the devil, gets the draw control, passes along, see if Banks can save it. She does, but it might be to a Lake Sam player. There's Ohsman. But McMaster comes up with it. That's a 50-50 ball Lake Sam wants. Wide open.
Again.
And I tell you what, that time, number 19, Jessie Carroll, a freshman, gets a goal in a state championship game.
Woo, Scott, that's from the boo and the boo, yeah. East Side coming alive. Real hot these last couple of plays. Phenomenal work finding that open man. They're finding the shots right at the center of the goal. I love it.
So let me just make this clear. You've got McIlvania, defender, had 1 goal on the season. Now you got Jessie Carroll. She had 1 goal on the entire season. Unbelievable for Eastside Catholic. We just told you the 5 players who score all the points, and they come back with 2 kids, and now it's 6-2 as the student section gets into it below our broadcast position.
Yeah, a whole herd of Eastside Catholic students have just come in under our bench here.
Great to see for girls high school lacrosse here in the state of Washington. Jessie Carroll did have 1 goal in that semifinal win, as now there's a call on the draw, and it's going to go to Eastside Catholic. Boy, momentum, they are on a big run here.
Yeah, early movement on the draw control there.
Call Daria Gagliardo there stops McMaster. McMaster loses the ball, and it's up for grabs, and there's a call. Jeff Gross calls it, but it's going to stay Lake Sam. Maddie Hunter, now she's handing it over to McIlvaney. Okay, back to Katzenberger.
Yeah, wow, get the lucky troll doll out. Those girls came up with a stop there, and I'm not sure how.
Now can they get it through the midfield and get it on the other side? Good ride. She loses the ball there. Now it's Banks.
Oh, who's coming up with it
Carroll
here?
couldn't handle it. Back to Lake Sam. Sela Shin. Chin with it. Long pass across the field there to Corbin Stahl.
Excitement in the air here, Scott.
Unbelievable. 6-2, 3 minutes left to go in this first half. State championship girls lacrosse here. Corbin Stahl with the ball outside. They can't let it get too out of hand here. Lynch. Strickland now from the top will try to attack. Thinks better of it. Back to Lynch on the top side. Meredith Troy on her. Troy, another senior defender. Been outstanding over the years for Eastside Catholic, as Corbin Stahl is going to take it and do her own stall.
Yeah, I'm betting that they're trying to take as much time off the clock as possible here. They want to take advantage of their possession. I think if they can run it down and score with a minimal time left, they can go into the half with a good situation on their shoulders.
1:57. You're going to see the clock go down here as they toss it back and forth, play a little catch outside. Eastside Catholic happy with that. Now they drive. Stahl. They're going to bring the double. Younger Anna Jacobson on her. Now she gets out. Stahl gets by her. Finds, tried to go to Hunter. It's broken up. Hunter gets it and scores. No, it's off the pipe.
Hang on, Scott. We've got two referees saying different things. It's goal.
It is a goal.
Goal.
See if we have the replay on that one. I couldn't tell. Looks like she had it, then got the rebound. Picked it up and went right after it one more time.
Here we go on the replay. She's driving in. She curls around. She sees the open player.
Waiting that stall.
Resetting.
Now she makes a move.
Makes a move. Here she'll see the open player. It gets broken up, but they picked it up off the top into the net and then off that second pipe on the left. Wow, nice job.
Just, I tell you, what great hands and control. Lindsay Gillis, that pass, that what happened on the replay, knocks it down. She has the awareness there to pick it up and go right attack.
Yeah, Maddie's scrappy. She's good at picking up those 50-50s and getting a good look. Huge draw control for Lake Sam.
Strickland gets it as whistles are blown, and the Eastside Catholic student section below us didn't like it. Minute 20, minute 15 left to go here in the first half. 6-3, Maddie Hunter doing all the damage for Lake Sammamish.
Another opportunity here. Let's see if they can continue to capitalize on it. That's sticking with the strategy to keep the ball up top. They haven't really taken it behind the net too often tonight.
That's one thing they did against Mercer Island. They worked clinched behind goal, trying to get crease rolls, testing the edges. As Stahl one more time. 26 assists on the season for Corbin Stahl. She knows how to dish the rock, and here's Sela Chin looking for a teammate. Olivia Jacobson on her. Pass over the middle, try to get to Hunter. There's a call by Jeanette Wake.
three-position shot here. We've got 26 seconds on the field game clock.
Shot, and it's saved by Houston.
Wow, again off the pipe.
19 seconds on the board. Lauren Banks runs into some business as she's coming down to the midfield. Looking maybe for her older sister.
17 seconds. Eastside Catholic is actually behind Lake Sam offensively.
Lauren, typically not in the offensive side of the field, but in the lower third there. 3 seconds left. Shoots and scores with time left on the clock.
Wow, what a laser. Put it in there. Great clock management on that. Referee is conferring right now on the time, whether it went in before the whistle. We'll get the official call.
There's a yellow card being administered. We're trying to see what the call was. Lauren Banks had it, and we'll see. There's no time. Now that yellow card will be administered in the start of the second half, and is it on Sereno? Well, it's no goal, so it's going to stand at 6-3 as the officials are going to go talk about that. We will take a quick break for halftime. You're watching the 2016 High School Girls Lacrosse Championship on STSPN. Don't go away. back here, it is just the end of halftime, getting ready for the second half draw. Scott Ohsman, Emily Durbin, and Lindsay Gillis. I want to talk some strategy here with these two great players, coaches in their time. This is an interesting game. Let's start with Lindsay. Eastside Catholic, we talked a little about at halftime. Give us your thoughts on the things they need to get back to their winning ways, the things that they're kind of struggling a little bit here.
Yeah, fundamentally they're a really strong team. They've got a lot of talent, and therefore, I don't think they need to be playing as hasty as they are right now. They're doing a nice job of getting the ball into the offensive end, and they're really looking to hit that first or second kid that's open. And I think they can, take another minute or two, slow the ball down a little bit, and wait for that, that opportunity that's a sure thing. Possess the ball, play with a little bit more poise, a little bit more patience, and they've got a nice little 3-goal buffer to work with.
But now we'll turn to Emily Durbin as far as Lake Sam, and let's be honest, they're the underdog here, right? They come in as the underdog, and they have created, because of their efforts in getting draw controls and being patient, getting Eastside Catholic out of their game. They're not used to being poised and slow down. That is run and gun, and talk about Lake Sam.
Yeah, Lake Sam is putting the pressure on Eastside Catholic like I think they've only had a couple times this year. They're kind of putting them in their element and showing them, hey, this is the championship game. We're going to try to change your style up. How are you going to respond? It's really on Eastside Catholic's shoulders. They're 14-0 this season. They're on the brink of an undefeated season in this championship game. So what can Lake Sam do to jostle the ropes here and see what they can take out of this Eastside Catholic team?
Lindsay, one other thing, start that first half of the first half, when Lake Sam had possession, they were just, and pretty much predominantly, they're working the top of the fan there, really trying to spread the field, pull it out, and so opening up that middle.
Sure, yeah, they're, like we said, they're running some time off the clock. They're spreading the defense. They still need to move the ball and move themselves to create those lanes in order to drive. Maddie Hunter came up with a couple key goals in that first half. EC called the timeout. They're now face guarding Maddie, but she's still doing a really nice job of running her player off those picks on, goalie's right-hand side, coming up with those right-hand catches and getting some of those bobbled shots, passes, and put a couple in there. So she's working hard, and they're definitely trying to take advantage of that space in those lanes, but with a 3-goal deficit going to the second half, they really still need to think about pushing that ball to goal because they still have that gap to close.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'd want to be patient with it, but you still have to have that sense of urgency right now. You're playing down. Once you get a little bit closer, if not ahead, then I'd really start to slow down, just like I saw them do in the first half.
And I believe here in the second half they're going to start a man up, Lake Sam will.
That's right.
Since EC was issued that yellow card just at the end of the first half there. So a really important time for them to win the draw and take advantage of being man up.
And we have a slight delay here as the scoreboard went out momentarily. Looks like they're trying to get that back up as before we get going. As you see the crowd across the way here at Bellevue Memorial Stadium, live streaming here on STSPN of the 2016 championships. It's awesome to have Coach's Corner here. We got Lindsay Gillis, Emily Durbin, queen of the one-liners, and it's awesome to have you guys. There were some slight adjustments defensively, some face guard moves, some matchup changes, as we're just about ready for second half action. 6-3, Eastside Catholic. Maddie Hunter starts it with the ball and also an extra player, and there's Hunter. See if they can take advantage. As Sereno got the yellow card, and she will sit for 2 minutes to start the second half. So they're man up. They look like they're not quite sure what to do here. There's Wyrick.
I think they're coming in after this halftime. I think they're pretty pumped up right now. It is a close game. They have the ball to start, and they're taking it down.
Little
nice
crease
block.
Shot, good block. And Williams now, Sarah Williams in the ball game, and it must not have been Sereno doing that yellow card. It's not. It looks like it is Maddie Banks who's serving the penalty time, because there's Sereno, and there's a call on the near side. He'll stay Eastside Catholic ball.
Great stop by Williams. Acting like the wall that you'd play wall ball off of, just sending it right back at him.
So the sophomore for Eastside Catholic, Sarah Williams, in the ball game, got her first start against Bainbridge, played well, and she had 3 saves against Roosevelt, split time with Court Houston, and they really like the potential here of the sophomore goalkeeper, Sarah Williams. And there's Riley with it.
Yeah, Eastside setting up here.
Carlin Arley with 2 goals in this championship game.
Lake Sam sending 2 out, all the way out to her. She beats them both, takes it in, and then the foul.
And that was Daria Gagliardo, the great junior defense specialist. She had 3 draw controls as well in that semifinal game.
Yeah, Daria is an all-conference player for the Snoqualmie League. She joins her teammates Madeline Hunter, Megan Lynch, and Corbin Stahl.
And Riley missiles one right by and gets the lead 7-3. And so the man-up opportunity not paying off for Lake Sammamish.
Yeah, take the hats off, throw them on the field. That's Carly Riley's 3rd goal tonight. Carlin Riley, excuse me.
The hat trick for Riley. So 7-3. Opening minutes here, 23:03 left in the second half. A lot of all the great players here. We had the all-conference introductions before the start of this game. Also the Coach of the Year, Tammy Tomala from Bainbridge, recognized. Also great sportsmanship. Great night for girls high school and lacrosse across the state of Washington. They keep Strickland on the draw control, and here comes McMaster with it. Calling the restart. Talked about the semis, some rules being implemented as McMaster gets it over to Riley with a hot hand. Riley curls right, shoots and scores again.
Takes it in.
Carlin Riley on fire.
Wow, she's hot like sriracha.
2 in the second, 2 in the first, and all of a sudden, within just seconds, 7-3 Eastside Catholic, or 8-3.
8-3, not letting that yellow card penalty take them out of this second half at all. They're taking it right to Lake Sam here.
Only 2 timeouts during the game. Both teams used up 1 in the first half. Very good timeouts. Their teams responded. But now 8-3, the deficit here, and we'll see on the draw if they make any adjustments. Looks like Strickland still on the draw for Lake Sammamish, and Carlin hauls another one down, and she's
on the go.
On the roll, finds an open Banks. Stopped by Braglione. Braglione just chipping at it now.
Wow, great stop.
Braglione, the sophomore, you got to give her props right there. Maddie Banks, a lethal scorer, especially 1v1. Comes up with a big stop, and she's got the ball. Long pass. Hunter.
50-50
or
ball.
Wyrick trying to go at it. And we'll see what the call.
Yeah, last touch by Lake Sam. It'll be Eastside.
Maggie O'Sullivan right there. It's in the hands there of Anna Jacobson.
Eastside Catholic really finding their rhythm right now.
Olivia there. They like to score and score quickly. That's what Lindsay was talking about, just having some patience and poise. Now they've got even a bigger lead. Their lead was 3 at half, and they have come on strong here in the opening minutes. And it's all about Carlin Riley, who's got the ball. Strickland was on her. Now Jacobson, who also...
Here we go. We saw this. Oh, I thought they were going to do another pass there. We saw that in the playoffs. Last game, a triple pass right at the top, in for the goal.
Riley finds an opening room. Now this one off the post. Rebound. It's chipped out again. Scoop. Now Hunter trying to scoop it, except Eastside Catholic comes up with it, and it's McIlvaney.
Well, 3 shots tonight that we've seen off that left post.
Mackenzie McIlvaney, who's got 2 goals tonight, there with a big ground ball. Lake Sammamish thought they had some mojo going into halftime as here we go, Eastside Catholic one more time.
That's a spread that East Catholic likes. They like doing those long passes right into the center of the goal to see if they can get the quick shot. Here it is again.
Jesse Carroll finds Carlin Riley, although there's a whistle.
You know, I'd love to see continuation become a part of this women's lacrosse game. Great shot by the offense. I'm not sure why they have to be penalized for a defensive player being in the wrong there.
Well, she's going to get another shot, and she makes them pay.
Wow.
4.
Double
for
trouble.
Carlin Riley.
2 shots right there in goal. She only gets credit for one of them. Nice job, Carlin Riley.
Okay, Lindsay Gillis, we're going to go back to you. If you're Lake Sam and head coach Aaron Gaby, how do you stop the bleeding here?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue here is winning the draw, right? Without position, there's not a whole lot that Lake Sam can do. So, they've switched it up a couple of times. They've had Maddie Strickland take the draw. Maddie Hunter's now currently in the middle. And it's tough with Olivia Jacobson on the circle and Maddie Strickland next to her. I mean, Olivia, got her by at least a foot. I see why they're trying to switch it up and potentially have Maddie Strickland in there to pull the ball to the circle, and give Maddie Hunter an even 50-50 chance against Olivia Jacobson. But Carlin's on fire. She's grabbing those draws, and I think Maddie Hunter is taking the draw, to try to get it away from Carlin.
Big draw control here for if you're a Lake Sammamish fan. You got to get possession. They did a nice job in the latter half of the first half getting draws. But Lake Sammamish comes up again.
Good spreading them out, coming down.
Olivia Jacobson all the way.
They're moving and grooving right here, pulling it right off the draw. It's taking him just seconds to score. As it come in, you see that rocket. Wow, I think if I'm the coach of Lake Sam right now, I might take a timeout. You got to do something to stop the defense. You've got it in your pocket. You got to cut the bleeding now.
4 unanswered here in the second half. And Olivia Jacobson, the junior, already committed to Notre Dame. She had 5 goals in the semifinal, 46 on the season. Just one of the powerhouse for Eastside Catholic.
Eastside Catholic giving us some great, exciting lacrosse here. Wow.
Maddie Hunter trying to get an advantage, and there's a call, and it's going to be Eastside Catholic ball again.
Ooh, starting to see some sticks drop on Lake Sam. They've got to get it together, stop it here.
Talk about getting a timeout if you're Aaron Gaby. It's tough, though. You want to preserve that, and here's McMaster with it. Finds the right side. They like the right against across the body, and she shoots another one in.
Yeah, you're right. They do want to preserve those timeouts, but you've got 2 of them still in your pocket, and here they go, using one now.
And Aaron Gaby going to try and get her team back together, 11-3. It was tight 6-3 in the first half. Lake Sam getting a lot of possessions, holding the ball. And all of a sudden, I don't know what the coaching staff said for Eastside Catholic, but they have been energized here in the start of the second.
Yeah, they're not taking any time off the clock. They want to get down. They want to put the ball in the net. They want to show Lake Sam that, hey, this is our house and this is our season. We want to take it right here. And Lake Sam, we need to get those possessions off the draw there. The girls need to slow them down, need to put a body on them, and actually just get the ball in their sticks to take it to the opposite end.
Lindsay, anything for those centers on the draw as far as technique-wise you want to change against Carlin Riley? Again, she's no, Maddie Hunter's great, but she's no slouch coming into the draw circle.
Yeah, so on that last one, Maddie did a nice job. She took it right-handed. It looked like she pushed the ball, to her offensive end. The problem is when you put Olivia Jacobson next to a Maddie Strickland, it's a really, really tough matchup for Maddie Strickland to be successful there.
For height, yeah.
And so, while Maddie Hunter certainly wants to keep it out of the hands of Carlin Riley, you might need to make a couple of adjustments on the circle in order to make that 50-50 a little bit more likely in their favor. We'll see what they decide to do here.
And now Eastside Catholic, they've used up Lake Sammamish used up all their timeouts. Eastside Catholic still has one remaining. So a test here for Aaron Gaby, assistant Fiona Moore. Lake Sammamish came to the state championship in 2012, 13 and 14. And could not close that one and come away with a trophy. Faced Bainbridge, Lakeside, and then Issaquah with the Tony DeLessio era. Can they get one? They do. Big draw control there for Maddie Strickland as she'll take it down the field. Now she's going to draw some attention, getting it back over now for Lake Sam, the senior clinch.
Yeah, I'll be curious if Lake Sam changes their strategy here. They really are down. They need to push the ball. They don't have the luxury that they had the first half of just really taking their time for it. They still need to look for a good, solid shot at the cage, but definitely need to get it there sooner.
Pressing now. Lynch tries to go the other side, and she did stop it. Sarah Williamson wasn't sure where the ball was.
Yeah, it got lodged in the clothes there a little bit.
Megan Lynch tried that. Here you see the clear. Now the ball down. Can Sammamish come up with it? They'll get stopped, and there's a call on the far side.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a check or a push to the body, but Eastside Catholic's definitely going to come up with it here.
Maggie O'Sullivan over there.
Eastside Catholic, if you look down the field, they've got two girls beating the Lake Sam defense already back.
Right, it's hard to cheat up if you're Lake Sam. Now they cross over and they leave Jacobson open. On the far side, a big push stop, but no avail there, and Jacobson's still going. Wow.
Tighten up the laces.
Gagliardo tried to stop Olivia, but she ran right through her. Surprised we didn't get a stop there.
Yeah, the referee signaled play on.
Well, maybe it didn't affect it. Gagliardo there on defense, great defender. Now it's back behind the cage. And this in the ball game, there's Banks. But Tara Murphy, a senior attacker, number 3 in, as Banks tries, good crash. And it's in. Is that McElvaney one more time? Jeanette Wake is saying in the crease. I tell you what.
Wow.
What a way. Mackenzie McElvaney with 2 already, 1 on the year. And her teammates trying to find her here with 11-3 lead.
Yeah, trying to get a slice of the pie there, just a little bit too close with those toes.
Bragaleone, the Lake Sam keeper there, the sophomore, trying to find an open teammate.
Yeah, Eastside Catholic, hold them as long as you can here. You got time on your side, so let them take as much as they want to try to get it out.
Sela Chin. There's McElvaney with a trail check.
You better check it or she will.
McElvaney having an outstanding championship. Play on, foul, whistle, no whistle. Now they'll call a whistle, and Maddie Hunter with the ball. Serena will step behind. Hunter with all 3 goals for Lake Sam so far. She'll try again. Now she'll think better. Loses the ball. And Lake Sammamish having a tough one. Wyrick comes up with it. Still a lot of time, 15-16. 11-3. Lynch with the ball for Lake Sam. Olivia Jacobson on defense. Now she gets it back out. Talked a lot about the level of play. Corbin, who's been scoreless so far. Another save by Williams.
That's her third save this half.
Lauren Banks with the ball. Running through traffic. Sela Chin gets a trail check, gets the ball down. And here comes Wyrick with it. Lynch on the far side, and she has got company coming. Great job by Sela Chin there. What a play.
Yeah, what a play. Way to get the ball on the dirt. Here she goes, taking it in.
Score for Lynch.
Lynch. Nice job capitalizing on that turnover.
Megan Lynch, the junior attacker. Good find there as you see it one more time.
Yeah, nice roll around. She takes it down, recognizes how many Eastside Catholic players there are, and then they all kind of stop to pick up their man, leaving a one-on-one situation, rolling in and just putting it in there. Nice shot there.
First time in the second half, Williams, the keeper there for Eastside Catholics, let one go by. 11-4, 14-24 left to go in this championship of 2016. Scott Ohsman, Emily Durbin, and Lindsay Gillis with you here. Glad you're joined us on STSPN. Critical draw everyone now from the remainder of the game. They've got Maddie Hunter. Strickland reaches for it. Ball down, McMaster.
Each team's touched it so far.
Still on the... Who's going to get it? And Lake Sam comes up, and it's Dee Jones, and she gets bumped from behind. McMaster, good sportsmanship there, reaches to help her up.
Wow, I think each team touched that about 3 times in that little scrum.
Big possession there for Lake Sam to come up with it. 13:53 down, 11-4. Cannot afford a pass or a catch like that. They're going to stay there with Lake Sam.
A little bit of a yard sale with the stick on the ground there.
Lynch, who scored that goal 41 through the season. So a lot of the big-time scorers not getting good looks here tonight. It's been all Maddie Hunter as Sela Chin draws a foul. Sela looks for it. That should go back to Strickland.
Yeah, it looks like the wind's coming back in the sails here for Lake Sam.
Lynch, who scored that last one there, gets it back. And again, Corbin Stahl, one of their other lethal scorers. She's usually a sniper through the year. She has yet to get one. Great job there by Meredith Troy on defensive work against her. Lynch with the ball now.
Yeah, nice defense on Eastside Catholic here.
Lynch going left. Tries to bounce it. Stopped there by Williams, and Jacobson to pick it up. Anna, the senior. Ball down.
Ball down and ball up.
Maddie Hunter working hard. Colin Riley, and how Hunter doesn't love that call. Wyrick will stand there.
Again, looking down the field, Eastside Catholic has another one of Lake Sam players deep right in the center field. This is where they've been so effective all year, getting players behind the defense and just taking advantage of it. Here she goes, open.
Miscommunication. Who's going to get it? She's already got it. And there's a shooting space call. What happened there? Lindsay Gillis, you got to talk as your defenders, right?
Yeah, you definitely have to talk, and you know, it's tough. They're in a tough position coming from the middle, pushing out towards the attacker there. You know, but that's another one of those situations where I really think that attacker needs to be looking to shoot the ball in order for that to be a call.
Nice stop there. Colin Riley looking for a 6th goal tonight. She's got 5 of the 11.
I think Eastside Catholic, I think their player bench have a couple octopuses out here. They're just waiting to throw them down.
And we got an injured player there. Hopefully everyone's okay. And as they check on her, we will take a pause quickly here. You're watching 2016 Washington High School Girls Lacrosse Championship on STSPN. Catherine Johnson. We're back, and that's Dee Dee Lennon-Jones. Good to see her walking off in her own power. And Catherine Johnson goes in for her as the pass is an errant pass, and it's going to be a turnover going to Eastside Catholic. Oh boy, if you're Lake Sam, those are the turnovers you cannot commit with 11:18 left, down by this much. Jacobson. And a push there, Ohsman and Katzenberger there. Katzenberger getting called, and here's another powerhouse. There's Jacobson. She gets it over, though, to the freshman, Carroll, who's got one already.
Yeah, one of the few times they've taken it back behind the goal tonight. Looking for that pass on the...
Banks to McMaster. Great job there by Bragaleone to come out and attack that attacker. But there's a call. What do you think?
They're setting up for a free position shot. And conferring.
There's Jeanette Wake. We'll talk to Maggie O'Sullivan and Jeff Gross, our officials on the field tonight. As McMaster, number 2, has the ball for Eastside Catholic, as Bragaleone is going to have to go behind. Talk about what happened there, Lindsay Gillis, as we see McMaster here with basically a layup.
Yeah, so it looks like Bragaleone, as soon as the goalie steps out of her goal circle, she's considered a field player. So that shooting space call.
And it's saved by the pipe, and nice job with the sticks.
That's the 4th ball that pipe is saved tonight.
Oh, her teammates.
Those are the toughest shots to make, and all pressure's on you, wide open net. You really just got to do a nice, quick, hard, low shot to ensure those go in.
Little under 10 minutes left to go here, and we'll see if this one can crawl back and get close. That might be a pivotal moment here. Banks with the ball behind the goal. She hands it off to Carroll.
Yeah, a little change of strategy here again as they're taking it behind. So changing up the looks. Instead of coming from the top down, they're definitely taking from bottom up.
Another freshman in there. Alex Steffens, 33. And now it's Banks, the senior. Finds McElvaney again. Good save there by Bragaleone. As Sela Chin tried to get in the way as she's hobbled getting up. You know Sela Chin. She's tough, huh?
Sela's a tough player. She's a total workhorse. She's doing some good things in all thirds of the field, and it's great to see her tenacity on defense tonight.
Riley, the ball, 5 goals so far. Good to see. There's Hunter on her. Now with Olivia Jacobson. Jacobson, no one comes by. It's wide. And it's going to stay Eastside Catholic. Those of you new here to Washington State lacrosse, it is one of the fastest growing sports in the country and also in this state, and just the level of play. Emily, both you seeing it on the college level, and we're excited out west here to get Pac-12 women's lacrosse going with the addition of Arizona State, and then hopefully another one, either Washington State. There's been a lot of discussion who's going to join next as Maddie Banks works the right side.
Yeah, Lake Sam, I'm surprised being down by this much that they're not putting a little bit more of a high pressure on. Nice shot.
And a great feed inside, and that's Olivia Jacobson, the junior, with her second tonight, and that was all created by the good vision behind. Notre Dame commit Olivia Jacobson. As we're seeing Sela Chin come off, and she's going to take a breather. Lake Sammamish 6-1 in the regular season, 12-3. They had a big win, which is tough to do, and the two ladies sitting to my right and left know when you win at Bainbridge, that's a big deal. I don't care if you're undefeated, whatever. They won 13-11, tremendous game, and then they were victorious the other night, Tuesday night. We got to see 10-8 over Mercer Island.
Yeah.
6 different kids scoring. They were down by 1 at half. And they've got a tall task here with 8:01 left.
Yes, they do. They were able to take down the island schools here, but they had multiple people scoring. Like you mentioned, they only have one player scoring tonight in Maddie Hunter.
Hunter, right there is Sarah Williams. The sophomore has come up big for Brittany Poist tonight.
That's her 5th save tonight. 5th save this half.
Look at Sereno. Sophia Sereno, another junior, big-time D1 future player, Cal.
Yeah, again, like I was saying last time, I'd really like to see Lake Sam come down and start putting a high-pressure defense on this. Their time's running out. They're down by 8.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be cautious, but how cautious if you really want to push that win? Eastside Catholic doing a really nice job, really keeping it wide here.
McMaster with some good footwork, fancy stick work as well. Now she hits it off to her teammate.
Oh, looking hungry. I think she wants it. There.
Finds a McMaster back.
Yeah, there it is.
And McMaster with her 2nd of this championship goal. And now all of a sudden, I don't know if Lake Sam has an answer.
Yeah, here we are on the replay. Driving in, finding that player once the double team is drawn. Just draw and dump right over her. Nice play.
Lake Sam all out of timeouts. They tried to stop a run here early in the second half as Eastside Catholic.
Yeah, you know, every possession that Lake Sam has, or 3 out of the last 4, you know, they've had 4 1v1 opportunities, and, you know, Sarah's coming up with big saves, but Lake Sam's also going in, you know, without a lane. They're just driving. They really need to settle the ball, even for a few seconds, just to get that movement, get some clear lanes so that they have, you know, an easier time getting a good look at Sarah.
Yep.
6:41 left in this championship. We'll have an MVP player, and we'll go down and get some post-game interviews. Again, since they went to one division, what a great snag there by Olivia Jacobson, absolutely. Now the president of the Washington Schoolgirls Lacrosse Association, Kate Roper, and a couple other people are going to choose the MVP, but if you guys could choose, I don't know, there's a nice stop and cause turnover there by Olsman.
Oh, splitting the D, nice roll. Eastside Catholic keeping that high-pressure D on their side of the field.
Loses it real quick, but there's Strickland to pick it up. Strickland avoiding some defenders, and Mackenzie McIlvaney looking puzzled. Penny Moss, Sarah Towner, the vice president of the board there, and Penny Moss, the 2-time state champion. That's the MVP committee tonight for our championship game. Clinch has the ball behind the goal. Jesse, the senior, and that's what you feel for these seniors on both sides and all across the state. Always tough to end your high school career.
So here we see Lake Sam holding the ball. They really need to move it and move themselves, you know.
Yep.
I think each of them, you know, is getting possession of that ball, and they're looking to go without, you know, the help of their teammates next door.
Yeah, not a lot of cutting through the 8. They're doing a couple little picks.
Lynch thinks about it. Now back to Strickland. Strickland had a goal in the semis. She works on Jacobson. Again, a big height differential right there. And Sela Chin, glad to see her back out in the ball game. She looks at Lauren Banks. McMaster tries to pick her pocket, and she'll get stopped.
Yeah, check. Stick in the sphere.
So, Sela, 17 goals for the junior on the season. She'll turn around and go back one more time.
Nice job, Eastside Catholic. They're not letting him in there to get a good shot on goal.
Here's Maddie Hunter. Now she switches, goes back. They crash.
But again, as you see each of them draw in the middle, and you know, Maddie and Corbin, they're doing a nice job of drawing those defenders. Yeah, when that happens, you need those attackers that belong to those defenders to cut through the middle,
Yes.
you know, find the open space and make something happen. They're doing a lot of watching right now, and, you know, you just hope that they can get something going here.
3:43 left. You saw Chin try to take a low one. Nice save again. And now they just run into traffic and clinch. We'll see what the call is.
I believe it's a charge call. Referee on the far side indicated charge and going to Eastside.
Anna Jacobson there taking that one. And again, Jesse Clinch probably just trying to make something happen, trying to press. As Olivia comes down. And Lake Sam, they've been so unselfish all year long. Typically, they've got, again, multiple scorers. As you see, Maddie Banks crash hard there, trying to take it in. Now she's triple teamed almost. And Carlin Riley with it out front.
We see the defense start to hedge out there again. They're starting to realize they really need to put the pressure on.
Big event coming out. The Seatown Classic. NCAA College Lacrosse. Look to WSLAX.org. I think it's October 8th at Starfire Complex where we had our semis. Army and Cal. Big time women's lacrosse. Look for more information on that matchup and schedule it right now for the Seatown Classic. Banks wants
again,
some,
yeah.
and she switches to left, and she gets it for the senior. Second goal tonight for Maddie Banks.
Yeah, getting her a little piece of it this second half.
Nice stick work there, Lindsay, as she came in inside and switched to the left.
Yeah, and we see the clock running now with that 10-goal deficit.
We'll see who our MVP committee is going to choose. Where do you guys think, if you had if your vote counted, if it was worth anything, Emily Durbin?
Yeah, I would probably go with Carlin from Eastside. She has how many goals tonight? She's got 5 goals tonight. She has several draw controls in her pocket there. She'd be somebody that I would look to for a candidate for this.
Lindsay?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I do think Olivia Jacobson gives her a little bit of a run for her money, and you know, some of those draw controls and runs in the midfield. But Carlin's just had a phenomenal evening. You know, taking the draw, I would say 80% of the time, if not more than that, and finding the net.
You know, I'd also like to give a shout out to the Eastside Catholic goalies tonight. They've really they've had some big stops at very opportune times. So let's not forget those guys on defense.
No, Court Houston, the senior, she has been tremendous tonight. And also, you know, she came in with a 48.6% save rate. Same the sophomore. I tell you what, outstanding. The future's bright there for Sarah Williams.
Another charge call, this time in favor of EC, as Maddie Banks just kind of plowed through a few players there. Here we see Daria running the ball up the field.
Gagliardo, see if she wants to put one in as time is expiring. 10 seconds. And that's going to do it. It was 6-3 in the first half, and then Eastside Catholic, well, they just did what they've been doing all year long. They're going to be the 2016 state champions. Not a scratch on their record. undefeated. Congratulations to Eastside Catholic, Brittany Poist, Colette Foreman, and the entire program and staff. And also big congratulations to Lake Sammamish, who unfortunately still is looking for their first state championship.
Wow. Congratulations, Eastside Catholic. 15-0 season. Phenomenal this year. Phenomenal. Unable to be touched. We had a great first half, real close, but able to find themselves in this second half and really just take it home.
All right, we're going to see if we can get Carlin. They are now just getting word Carlin Riley is the MVP. And we will see. We'll hang here just a little bit, see if she can get brought up to the booth for a quick interview. Eastside Catholic, some other thoughts just about the totality of their season. You mentioned it. Again, just the ball skills, the fundamentals, the athleticism, the strength, the power. Brittany Poist talked about it. Their conditioning, their off-season work. They've been knocking at the door of a state championship probably for the last 2 or 3 years, but they finally bring it home.
Yeah, coming home tonight, I think right off the draw, being able to secure the ball, really put it in a good hands. And then their transition, I think it's unmatched in the state. They're able to transition the ball up the field so quickly, beat defenses, and not even give the defense a chance to get back on the 8. Even their 4 defensive players that you keep back behind the restraining line are having a tough time staying below them.
For Eastside Catholic, just so many things to talk about. Really, it was a tight 6-3, which was uncomfortable at seeing for Eastside Catholic. They're not used to those tight, low-scoring ball games, and we thought this could be interesting. Lake Sam had kind of, figured out cracked the code there a little bit on them. But then the second half, it really started. They just bang, bang, bang. All of a sudden, they're up 8-3, and the doors, broke up the doors, and it was just all Eastside after that.
Absolutely. So coming right out of the half, they didn't let the yellow card right before the half deter them at all. They were motivated, they were fired up, and really they just put the rock in the bucket.
Maddie McMaster with 2 goals for Eastside Catholic. Olivia Jacobson with 2. These are unofficial stats. Maddie Banks with 2. Jessie Carroll, the freshman, that's one she'll never forget in her first state championship with a goal. And Carlin Riley, who we're trying to get up to the booth right now. I tell you what, that's one of the most spectacular performances we've seen here in my few years covering. 5 goals for the junior, for Carlin Riley, and also just a spectacular night all the way around on the draw circle, from the defensive side. Everywhere you look, it was number 23.
23, 23, 23, all over the field. I agree with you, Scott. Amazing player. She's going to have a bright future in front of her.
And also big congratulations to Lake Sammamish, as the Eastside Catholic kids are just rushing the field.
They're rushing
here.
the field. Their team has won.
Eastside Catholic boys team, always been strong, always a big contender. We'll see if we can just step away here while we try and get Carlin Riley up here and hopefully get some post-game interviews. 14 for the final. Eastside Catholic, their first state championship in high school girls lacrosse. Stay with us just for a moment. We'll try and get an interview on STSPN.
this one out too if you want to. Okay, I'm gonna.
Okay, welcome back here. We did get our MVP, also the coach, the program coordinator, director, the one who kind of has been there for a long time. We have Colette Foreman, Brittany Poist, and also our MVP, Carlin Riley. Well, I was just trying to look. I was trying to scramble before you came up here. You got 5 goals tonight, and you did so many other things, draw controls, everything. You like 5. I mean, you've hit 6, I think, before, but Issaquah on that big win, you had 5. Talk about your game tonight, Carlin.
Oh, well, it was a crazy game, and I mean, Lake Sam played insanely amazing, but I think we have worked so hard since even in the fall, we just worked as a team, and we've bonded so well, and, like, I love my teammates, and I owe it all to them. Like, without them, we wouldn't have got here. I wouldn't have been able to score. OJ, Olivia Jacobson, Maddie McMaster, Maddie Banks, all of them are such great players, and I wouldn't be able to do it without any of my teammates.
Now, that leads me into, you had some other kind of the first half, it was tight, but McElvaney? What are you talking about? She's a defender. She had 1 goal all year. Brittany Poist, the head coach here, talk about the strategy there. What's going on?
You know, I famously told McElvaney, I don't care what position you play at the beginning of the season, and there's a reason, because she's so lethal anywhere that we put her. More so than even her goals, her redefending and her speed and her transition is just unmatched, and she really stepped up. On top of that, Sophia Serino bumped back from attack to defense to help us do our matchup, and that allowed Mac to score. So between the two of them, it was just, the stats might not represent it, but they made such a difference on this game.
And then Colette Foreman, who you've been here for a long time as far as just shepherding this whole program, and talk about your goalies. I mean, come on. Court Houston, who, again, I've had the pleasure of seeing since she was a freshman play out there. Tremendous first half, and you've been doing this a lot this season. Sarah Williams, a sophomore, I know, big promise, got the start against Issaquah, played brilliantly. I mean, talk about your goalies tonight, Colette.
Our goalies are fabulous. I mean, from the beginning of the season, we knew that we had strength in the crease, and they never disappointed us. It was always, you know, these 2 girls worked so hard together. It was never a competition between the 2 of them. They cheer each other, and this was just selflessness on their part. You know, and that was part of the mission of the program this year, was to create the grit in the program for these girls. Their strengthen their mental game and the perseverance and the selflessness. We knew from the very first day that we stepped on the field, when our first goal was a feed from a senior player to a sophomore, that this was going to be a different year.
All right, well, they're the fastest feet, if you want to call that, or the ball in the women's and the girls lacrosse here in the state of Washington. You have been putting it on teams all year long, and no different tonight. Congratulations, Eastside Catholic, the champions tonight. And we thank you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Go back with your team. And for everybody here, again, I want to thank Lindsay Gillis, obviously Emily Durbin, the queen of the one-liners, and Todd Elvig, our executive producer. So long. Championship night for everybody here on STSPN. Good night, everybody. Congratulations
Thank
again.
you
Just
so
outstanding.
much.
Brittany, great to meet you. Thank you so much. So happy for you. Absolutely. No, it's all good. Outstanding performance.